Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
58, Mike. You don't want that. Pick up the ball.
5.
Here's Miller on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Looking to throw. Miller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, hit it.
Miller now, throwing again. Throw left side, complete. It's Lamb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. Miller. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, lock it. Five. 2.
Now Miller operating from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Miller from the gun, he'll throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Pound 80! 56! Get that quarterback, D-Rod! Get that quarterback, D-Rod!
Allen off the play fake. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here I come again. Here I come.
General West! Five!
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down, here's Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Zoo.
58's the mic. Not today, you are.
Ready?
Here's Miller. Going to throw again. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired up. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
58's the money. 58's the money. Let's go one more. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. In the face.
Operating from the gun, Miller. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Let's go.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Miller. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Miller now throwing on 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
47-yard line.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. 58 for Mike. 58. Let's go.
Now Montgomery. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Now Miller to throw on 2nd down. He sets to fire, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
80 weapons.
Show it up. 58, boys.
They'll run with Montgomery. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1.
58
They try again with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Miller. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
No.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them a touchdown their last go-around, obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. Now this throw caught left side, and he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Touchdown, Chicago! Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the head.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
56, let's go.
Allen. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
19.
56. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check 52. Here we go.
Throwing on second down. Allen. That's complete to Slayton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
Here we go.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Now Allen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Miller operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. 60 yards.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 6 guys.
Rock it. Let's go.
Here's Miller looking to throw on second down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun. Miller to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Allen. And this is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Recon, 132.55.
Miller now throwing on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Miller back to the air on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As the Bears push further out in front. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Go on.
Here we go, D.
Stand.
Check 49. Kill.
From the gun, Miller eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Check pass. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On the ball.
Oh, the jet sweep to start the drive. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
56, right there, 56. I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Mott's 56.
I got him.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Check motion.
They'll run for it with Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Vikings 16.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make them now. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, alert 3.
Hey, Delta.
Now Allen to throw again. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Here I come.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Look, squeeze. Let's go.
Miller to throw on 2nd down. He's going to float this one. And now here is another interception. interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That's caught. It's Thomas. 23 yards on the play. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it running right, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back up? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Devin White in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Miller. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. And it's complete to Kelsey. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down, Chicago.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
56.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.